Hi guys, welcome back to Fitness with Apoorva with me Apoorva Jayarajan, and this is day 5 of our 7-day yoga challenge. If you've made it this far, give yourself a pat on the back for sticking to it. And if you haven't already, go check out day 1 to 4 right here, practice all of that and then come back to do this video with us. Today is our 5th day and this is going to be a more dynamic yoga routine. We'll be working on both our mobility and flexibility, and this is a perfect practice if you're a beginner or are just beginning your yoga journey. So roll out your mat, get into something comfortable and let's get started. Before we get to today's practice, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here and also hit the bell icon so that you can be notified when I drop more videos. So let's come down in a Vajrasana for beginning today's practice. And take a second to set yourself up in a comfortable Vajrasana, alright? So open out your heels slightly wider and let your toes touch and get your hips to rest down on your heels. If you find this pose challenging, you can always make a cushion right underneath here and sit on it so that you're able to lift the pressure of your knees. And get your hands on your thighs gently, making sure that your head stays aligned with your heart and your heart stays aligned with your hips. Take a second to tune in to today's practice, so you can choose to close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever feels more comfortable today. And take a second to breathe and find out where your breath is at. Take a nice couple of deep breaths. Draw out your exhalations as far and long as you can. And gently flutter your eyes open when you feel ready. Awesome. Once you're here, gently bring your palms down to the mat. So if you've seen day 1 to day 4, you will know that our alignments in our foundational poses are very important. So opening out your knees hip distance apart and bringing your palms down on the mat. Opening out your hands and fingers wide. Make sure that your shoulders stay right above your wrists and your knees are directly underneath your hips. Lift the front body to meet the back body, straightening the spine and making sure that your neck stays aligned. So imagine that you have a plank to support on your back. That's how you should feel in your animal pose. Alright, once you're here, inhale, lift the right knee up, bringing the toes to point all the way up, and lift your neck and your chin off from your chest. Exhale to get your knee into your chest, driving your forehead towards your knees. One more time, just like that. Inhale, lift, Vajrasana. Exhale, curl up. One more time. Inhale, lift, arching your back. Exhale, knee into your chest. Inhale and get the right leg down. And moving to the left side this time. Inhale, lift the left leg off the mat, toes pointing up, leading with your chin and chest. Exhale, left knee into your chest. Inhale, Vajrasana. Exhale, knee into your chest. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. Get your left knee down. Let your toes touch, opening out your knees slightly wider, and get your hips down to stretch back into child's pose. So walk your hands slightly forward and gently get your chest down and your forehead down to the mat. Take a second here to relax and recalibrate your spine. Alright, once you're here, gently lift your head, neck and chest. Walk your knees slightly inside and stretch back again, bringing your belly to rest on your thighs. Now place your hands firmly into the mat. This is going to be a more dynamic pose. So once your hands are placed firmly in the mat, inhale, look up to the space between your hands and shooting forward with the crown of the head, bring your entire body down on the mat. Rest your forehead and your entire front body in a prone position. Inhale, lift up Bhujangasana. Exhale, lift your hips and stretch back into child's pose. Inhale one more time, looking up between the space between your hands, this time in a more fluid motion. Inhale and shoot your entire body forward, stretching into Bhujangasana. Exhale, stretching back, child's pose. One last time just like that. Inhale, stretch Bhujangasana. You can also lift your chin up towards the ceiling. And exhale, hips down towards your heels, stretch back, child's pose. From there, inhale and lift your hips up, coming back into an animal pose, setting yourself up for Parvatasana. Alright, so make sure that your feet are hip width distance apart. Hands placed firmly on the mat. Lift your knees, lift your hips, stretch your hips up into the ceiling. Parvatasana. Bring your belly as close to your thighs as possible. Inhale, lift the right leg off the mat, stretching the right leg at the back. Now in three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee into your chest, stay here for one full breath. Push the mat away and hug the lower body in. Inhale, right leg stretches up again in three-legged dog. Exhale, knee into your chest, stay here for 2 breaths. And gently get your right foot forward between both your hands. You can pivot on the back foot, so gently get your back foot down on the mat. Place your front foot firmly into the mat, front knee over the front ankle. Inhale once you set up here into Warrior One. Exhale, bring both your hands to shoulder level. And inhale, release your right hand to point to the back. You can choose to look at the front or towards the right hand. Inhale, bring your right hand forward once more. And exhale, twist into your Warrior One. As you inhale, drive your right hand forward and rain down both your hands on the mat. Now pivot on the back foot, lift the back heel, low lunge. So bring your hips down, making sure that the right knee and the right ankle stays in one straight line. Inhale, lift your chest up, stretch forward in a low lunge. Hands slightly grazing the mat, fingertips light on the mat. Exhale, bring both your palms firmly into the mat and place your left hand firmly. Inhale, lift the right hand all the way up into a twisted runner's lunge. Exhale, drive your right hand back down. One more time, just like that. Inhale, right hand lifts off, points all the way up to the ceiling. Inhaling, bring your right hand back down. Place both your hands firmly on the mat and pivot your right leg, walking your hands to the middle of the mat to come into a wide-legged stretch. So place your hands down firmly on the mat for support. Make sure that both your feet are pointing forwards and the edges of your feet are firmly placed into the mat. And as you exhale, stretch from your hips, bringing the crown of your head as close to the ground as possible. Stretching into a wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Stay here. Taking a nice deep breath and welcoming that stretch in the inner thighs, the hamstrings, the calves. Once you're here and once you're ready, inhale, lift your head, neck and chest. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders and pivot the front leg, the right leg towards the front. So point the toes forward. Walk your hands to frame the front foot. And pivot the back leg, lift the heel and lift your right leg, stretching your right leg all the way up into the ceiling, three-legged dog, and bring your right leg back to the mat, stretch into Parvatasana. Awesome. Take a nice deep breath here. Beautiful. We'll move to the left side this time. So inhale, lift the left leg off the mat. Exhaling, drive your left knee towards your chest. Hug the lower body in, push the mat away. Inhale, left leg stretches all the way up once more. Exhale, bring your left knee into your chest. Drive your hands straight into the mat. And once you're here, bring your left leg forward between both your hands. Get your left knee on top of your left ankle and pivot the back leg, bringing the right leg down, making sure that you have a solid base for your warrior one. Inhale, lift your hands up, warrior one. And exhale, bring both your hands forward at shoulder level. Inhale here. And exhale, opening out to the left side this time, using your left hand to drive all the way back. You can choose to look forward or at your backhand. Inhale, drive the left hand forward. I am sweating. And exhale, drive the left hand back one more time, twist. From there, bring your left hand forward and inhale, stretch into warrior one again. Exhale, get both your palms down on the mat. Pivot on the back foot, lift the back knee. Stretching, bring your hips slightly down in a runner's lunge. Awesome. From there, place both your palms firmly into the mat. And as you inhale, lift the left hand up this time, stretching all the way up into your twisted runner's lunge. Exhale, drive the left hand down. One more time, just like that. Inhale, left hand lifts up. And exhale, drive the left hand down. Pivoting on the back foot as well, lift the heel, place your hands firmly on the mat, stretch the left leg all the way up into three-legged dog, and exhaling, bring your left leg down on the mat to stretch in Parvatasana. Stretching, absorbing, noticing. From there, inhale, shift your gaze to the middle of both your hands and walk your legs forward between your palms. Generously bend your knees here in your Uttanasana. really folding forward. You can bend one knee, straighten the other just to get a little bit of movement. Get your head as close to your shin as possible. Stretching in Uttanasana. Place your hands back down on the mat, and as we've done in our previous practices, inhale, half lift, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Once you're here, place your hands down on the mat, graze the mat. Let your head hang down low. Head, neck, shoulders relaxed. And take your time with rolling up vertebra by vertebra. So on an inhale, start to unroll your spine, taking your time with this. Stacking your spine vertebra by vertebra. Your head comes up at the end of that movement. Bringing your palms to your sides, palms facing open. Absorbing the effects of today's practice. Notice how you feel. Notice any sensations, any emotions that may be coming up. Take a second to acknowledge your presence on the mat. And bring your palms to heart center in a namaste. And bow your head down to your fingertips, thanking yourself for today's practice. So I hope you enjoyed today's practice and you found this video useful. If you did, please don't forget to leave a comment below letting me know what you thought of today's practice, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so that they also can join you on this beautiful journey that you've taken for yourself. Also, please don't forget to share your beautiful post-practice glowy faces with me on my Instagram right here. You can follow me at Fitness with Apoorva and also use the hashtag SweatFee. Join me on this 7-day yoga challenge, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video, which is day 6, our Happy Hips and Spine Saturday yoga flow. Until then, stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, and keep practicing with me. Namaste.